Love Stream Wednesday. The bathroom break is coming to a close this Friday. Do not despair. I'm going to be starting a new live stream. It's going to be in the evenings. I think we're going to call it Chill Song Sundays. I don't know. We're trying to be cool, but I don't think we are. Well, I'm not. But anyway, if you have any suggestions for a name, but suffice to say, I'm going to come to you in the evenings. We're going to give that a go, see if you enjoy that. And I'm just going to simply sing you a song. We're not going to gab with the gals, but just simply sing you a song at night to kind of settle you into your Sunday slumber. But this is Live Stream Wednesday. It's episode 54. So we're going to round it all out with episode 55 on Friday. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm glad that you've been here. Those of you who are new to the bathroom break, welcome. You have today and Friday, and that's it. I want to remind all of you, please, to go to AnnieDeChant.com and sign up for my mailing list so that I can communicate with you that way. That is our first sort of line of communication with you. So please go to AnnieDeChant.com. Sign up for the AED mailing list. You get some perks from doing that. And I promise you, I do not share your email, your information with anyone. And I have been asked, but I won't do it. And so you are secure with me. It's a secure site. Sign up for it so I can let you know when the new Chill Song Sunday, if that's what it's going to end up being called, is going to start. The reason that we're backing off the bathroom break is because I have a new CD coming out this summer called Every Little Everything, and it is a best of CD. It's got 14 tracks on it, dating all the way back to 1997. It's hard to believe, but that's what we're dating back to. 14 songs, 2 brand new tracks, 1 cover song, and you're never going to guess. Go ahead, get on chat and try to guess what cover song I'm doing, but I would bet a lot of money that you'll never guess what song it is. One person besides my producer, Aaron, and me know, and that's Ann Candela. I know she's on chat right now, but she's not going to tell you. So 2 new songs, 1 cover song, and 1 remake of a classic song that I think you're going to love it, and I think it's the best I've ever sung it. I just got it back the other day. So a new CD is in the works. That's why we're pulling off from the bathroom break for a little bit so I have time to order things. The world has changed, people. If you have noticed, cars no longer, or their CD players in cars are going away. This is all a plan to get you on streaming. It is a calculated thing, and it's so you get a subscription for streaming services. And the consequence for artists is that we get paid like 0.0000001 cent per stream. It's kind of to the detriment of DIY songwriters. But now what happens in your cars, you can put a USB in. So in addition to getting CDs for people who are going to hang on to their CD players or hang on to their cars that have them, we're going to do those USB drives so you can plug that in. There's going to be some cool added content. I'm getting both CDs and USB drives. It's a new day, everybody. So Every Little Everything is in the works. We're really excited about it. I hope you are too. So until then, we're going to do our last Love Stream Wednesday. All right, there are 5 shirts left that are that say, I love you, stay the hell away from me. Of 25, we've sold 20 like lickety split. 5 left. If you want one, go to my website and get yours today. Why did I do shirts like that? Here's why. Because I continue to be pissed off at people in the park near my house who kind of like walk by us on the path and don't really bother to move 6 feet away from us. Aaron and I always do it, and I cannot for the life of me understand what has changed that people think that they don't have to keep their distance, even when they're outside. So I made a shirt, I designed a shirt that says, I love you, stay the hell away from me, because I do love you, and I want you to love me back and stay 6 feet away from me when we're out in an area together. So that brings me to today's shout out. The shout out for episode 54 goes to those 20-somethings who have come down with COVID-19 who has recovered and come on to the internet to tell their friends who are younger and everybody that yes, you can catch COVID-19 even if you're only 20 something. And I really was proud of one guy from Canada. He was there with his girlfriend. They both got COVID-19. They had gone out together. They think that's how they contracted it. They went out to a club and since regret it. But there was something that this young man said, and I thought it was so important, and this is it. He said, you don't stay inside to not get it. You stay inside to not give it. So you don't stay inside to not get it. You stay inside to not give it. And I really, really was so proud when I heard him say this. I was proud of him because he copped the attitude that, you know, you don't want to give it to someone else. You don't want to give this disease to someone else. So you wear a mask when you go to the grocery store. I cannot believe it, Aaron. We are astounded constantly, aren't we? Like watching TV and seeing people just in a crowded space, walking around with no mask. I don't understand what has changed since day one. Nothing. I actually do understand that this disease is just as contagious as it ever was. There's potential in all of us to spread it. And I want to go and be with my family. And I want this curve to be brought down and brought down permanently. Before we get a vaccine, I want us to do everything we can. So shout out to the millennials who have come online to share with us their story about being sick and to tell us, please take precautions. It's up to all of us to take precautions. I don't care who disagrees right now. I've read the science, and put your mask on and stay the hell away from me. I love you. I mean it. So shout out to those younger people. You're awesome. Thank you for sharing with us. All right. Siri and Alexa, I want to talk to them today about something in its lost time, because I will tell you, I believe that I've lost at least a couple months of time in my life by searching for my coffee cup. If I could add up all the times that I walked around this dang house looking for my coffee, I would have probably a month or two left on my life. Give me a shout out on chat if you think that you've lost a lot of time looking for your coffee cup or something else, and let us know what it is. Do we have chatters online right now, Aaron? Okay, let's just see what they say in a minute. So that's my question. Let's see if the girls, Siri and you know who, Big A, can share with us an estimate about how much time people lose searching for their crap. Okay. Alexa, how much time on average does a person lose searching for lost items?
Here's something I found on the web. According to WooCommerce.com, for every extra second your homepage takes to load, your conversion rate drops by an average of 7%.
That's like technical talk, Aaron, isn't it?
Yes.
Your conversion rate for every second you spend what?
Your page takes to load.
Your page takes to load. So she's talking about computers. So for sure, we've lost a lot of time waiting for some things to load on our computer. But I'm talking about lost stuff. So, okay, let's see if Siri can do any better than that. Siri versus Alexa. All right. Stop it now. Okay. Siri, how much time on average does a person lose searching for lost items?
I found this on the web.
All right, let's see what Siri came up with. Still not talking to me. Lost and found. The average American spends 2.5. Oh my gosh, she's got it. Ha ha! Who wins today? I'm just bringing it up. How much time do people lose on average searching for things? Okay. Lost and found. The average American, because they're the only people that exist in the world. The average American spends 2.5 days each year looking for lost items collectively. costing U.S. households, of course, it has to convert to money because everything's about money, $2.7 billion annually in replacement costs. 2.5 days we lose each year searching for things. That, I can't believe it. Like, add that up. Dang it. I think I should just like not search for anything. Okay, what are people telling us about what they lose, Aaron? Chatters.
Well, car keys.
Car keys. Who loses their car keys?
And
Aunt Candela. Okay.
Molly agrees with me. Almost every day she loses her phone.
Molly almost every day loses her phone. How many people lose their glasses and you're searching around and they're right here?
Marge said they're on her head.
Right. That's what I just did. Marge.
And Jill said the same thing.
Jill loses her glasses and they're on her, but they're on her head.
Scissors. Well, she didn't.
And scissors. Oh my gosh. What's she using scissors for? I use scissors, but I just wonder. You know, like you used them a lot when you were in kindergarten, but what are you using scissors for, Jill? I want to know.
Bob has disciplined himself to put a note on his computer if he puts something down in a different spot.
So Bob, if he puts something down in a different spot, like you have a spot, like I try to train myself, this always goes here. But Bob's saying if he changes the spot where he set something, he makes a note on his computer. Then I'd spend my time looking for the note on the computer. 2.5 days a year, people. Oh my gosh. All right, so that's that. Okay, so I say Siri totally kicked you know what today. Okay, so today's song is Estelle. And before we do our love stream for today, I want to talk a little bit about Estelle. And before I do that, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. If you have not already, it amazes me. There are people that are here a lot, and then I find out that they weren't subscribed. Look at the button below this video and subscribe, and please share this with your friends. I'm going to be coming back, so share this channel with your friends and family because we're trying to get to 1,000. We're at 600 something right now. We're a ways off, but I believe in it. So anyway, before I tell you about this song, Estelle, I wanted to ask you to please do that. Thank you. All right. Estelle is a song that I wrote with my friend, singer-songwriter from Cleveland, Chris Allen. We met way back in the day. We actually got to be good friends because I was in a parking lot coming home from some rehearsal or something, and I saw Chris, and we didn't know each other well. He had just broken up with his girlfriend, and I asked him if he wanted to ride home because he was wandering kind of aimlessly out in the parking lot. And he was so sweet. I love him because he expresses himself, and he did that day to me, and then we became fast friends, and then we began writing songs together. So Estelle, it's a love song, and I remember being in Chris's apartment I think it was in Tremont. We were in his apartment, and he used to cook me dinner when we would write together, which was awesome. And we would sit and write, and during Estelle, I remember when the line, I like a fine romance, with you I stand a chance, these two lines, with you I stand alone, with you I stand up stronger. I think he made that line up. I'd like to say that I did, but I think it might be my favorite two lines in the song. I just think they're lovely. To the idea that you are stronger by yourself with a person, and that you're able to stand alone and feel that way. I love that line. And also I want to tell you a story about my bass player, Paul Lewis. He was convinced during this whole time that Chris and I used to write that we must have been together at one point or another romantically. And he probably still does, but we used to talk about it, and he'd be like, you definitely have been with Chris Allen. And I'm like, Paul, Chris and I are friends. Okay, first of all, I don't roll that way. And secondly, we're friends. So he's just like Harry in Harry Met Sally, who, if you remember that movie, he was always like, they can't possibly be friends. A man and a woman can't possibly be friends. The man always wants to sleep with the woman. I don't know what they're thinking, but Chris and I were never romantically involved, but Paul was convinced that we were, and he probably more so after he heard this song that we wrote together. But he was like, "You're telling me that you've never, ever slept with Chris Allen?" I'm like, "I'm telling you, I've never been with Chris Allen." He's like, "You've never made out with Chris Allen?" I'm like, "No, I've never made out with Chris Allen." And then he just paused for a second. I'm going to imitate him. He goes, "You've never made out with Chris Allen?" "No, Paul, I've never made out with Chris Allen." "Well, you've at least spooned with him." That is what Paul Lewis, my bass player still, this is why I keep him around, because he's so amusing to me. That's not the only reason, because he's a damn good bass player. But he is hilarious, probably the funniest person I know. But no, in fact, Chris Allen and I are just friends, and we wrote Estelle together. So that's my little backstory. I know you all appreciate those, and I'm so glad you do. But that's the backstory for Estelle. And let's do a love stream. So to remind you and to let people who are new know what a love stream is, it is us sending a stream of energy out into the ether to people that we feel might feel particularly alone during this challenging time, who need a little love sent their way. And if we believe in the power of energy, then collectively, we all imagine somebody we think needs a little love. And then we take 20 seconds of silence that our gal keeps for us. And we send that stream of love to the person that we have in our head. So we start by imagining someone. So get a person in your head who you imagine needs some extra love. See what they're wearing, where they are, know what their face looks like. This could be someone you know or someone that you imagine that just might be real. And once you've got them in your head, I have got my person in my head and in my heart. And let's start 20 seconds of silence. Alexa, set a timer for 20 seconds.
20 seconds, starting now.
Alexa, stop. Thank you. Wow, that went fast, didn't it? That's a love stream. Love Stream Wednesday. This is the last one for the 11:30 bathroom break. And this is Estelle that I wrote with Chris Allen, who I never even spooned with.
I
Estelle, a star, you are just like my favorite song. Estelle, you are the melody I sing along on and on. On and on. All right, everybody, that's Estelle. I'm singer-songwriter Annie DeChant, and this is the 11:30 bathroom break. I remind you to stay safe. You are not alone, and we are all connected, respected, protected, resurrected. I'll see you on Friday for our last sing-along Friday. All right. I like ya. I love ya. See you Friday.